Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So we're starting today with Ad-Darsul Hadi Ashara. Ad-Darsul Hadi Ashara is 11th lesson. Okay, so the 11th lesson. So we'll be learning a lot about numbers very soon, inshallah. The book will start talking about numbers. But in this lesson, we'll be learning what? Hadiqatul Hayawanat. Hadiqatul Hayawanat. I think we saw the word hadiqa. Okay, hadiqa means what? Garden. Okay, hadiqa. And then the next word we have here is al-hayawanat. Al-hayawanat is a plural of hayawan. Hayawan, which is animal. So hayawanat is animals, plural. So the animals. And if you recall the last chapter, we talked a lot about this kind of construction, right? Where we have the first word, it should have been hadiqatun. Okay, so we have hadiqatu, al-hawanat. Okay, so it is one of those idafa, this one of those construction. Okay, so you can translate this thing as you can translate it as what the garden of the animals. Okay, the garden of the animals. But in English, we have a word, small word for it, which is zoo. Okay. So in English, we have we call it zoo, but in Arabic language, we have to say the whole thing, hadiqatul hayawanat. Okay. So literal meaning is the garden of the animals, but it means zoo. So it looks like in this lesson, we'll be learning a lot about animals. Okay. So the first word we have here is timsah. Timsah. Again, some of these words has a picture there, so the animals, you can recognize them just by looking at the picture. So I might not want to write the English here. So timsah is a crocodile. Okay, a crocodile. Timsah. You can say timsahun. And the next one is thu'ban. Thu'ban is snake. Thu'ban is snake. Thu'ban. This word is in the Quran. And we have Asad. Asad is lion. Asad is lion. There are a lot of words for lion in Arabic language. Okay, there are a lot of words for lion. And there's another one which you might see it is Laith. Laith. Laithun. It also means lion. Asad or Laith. The next one is Shiblun. Shiblun. Shiblun is a small lion, like a lion cub. Lion cub. Not cup, cub. Lion, cub. Okay, small baby lion. Shiblun. And we have feel. Of course, you should know feel. Okay, it's in the Quran. There's a surah called Surah Al-Fil, which is elephant. Okay, Surah Al-Fil. So fil is elephant. And we have zarafa. Zarafa is just like in English zebra. So it has very similarities, right? So I'm not sure which word came first, whether the English word came first or the Arabic word, but there are a lot of words in English language that originated from the Arabic language. Okay, inshallah, if we ever encounter them, I will mention it. But this particular word, I'm not quite sure. Okay, whether the English came first or the Arabic. I would guess that the word is English word came first, because this kind of animals usually it wasn't there in the Arabian Peninsula. And then we have khirtid. Okay, khirtid is rhino. Khirtid is rhino. And we have dhib. Dhib is wolf. Okay, and this word is also in the Quran. Okay, in Surah Yusuf. And we have dub. Dub is bear. Okay, dubbun is bear, and ثعلب is fox. ثعلب is fox. And we have namir. Namirun is tiger. Okay, namirun is tiger. So we're learning a lot of words in Arabic for animals. Next page, more animals. Himar is donkey. Okay, and hisan is horse. Qirt is monkey, and kalb is dog. Kalb is dog. Jamal is camel. Okay, I'm just quickly going through them because these are just a word. Uh, okay, next one. This is a mistake here, typo. It should be fa'run. Fa'run. So here we have hamza, not alif with sukun. Is hamza. Hamza with sukun. Sukun. So it is fa uh, fa'run, which is what? Mouse. Mouse or rat. I don't know if, yeah, mouse or rat. J. And then we have Baqarah. Of course, this is second surah in the Quran. Baqarah is cow. Okay, Surah Al-Baqarah. Ghazal. Ghazal, here's another word. Sounds just like English word, ghazal, right? And again, I don't know which one came first, but that's what it is. Ghazal is ghazal. Now, okay, Allah is shadow. I don't know what this word doing in the middle of all these animal words. Jayid. Next page, we have more animals. So looks like these are birds. Okay, let's see what are the birds' name we can learn. Na'ama. Na'ama is ostrich. Ostrich. I think that's how I spell it. Okay, Na'ama is ostrich. And Tawus, of course, you recognize peacock by looking there at their feather, right? Very beautiful bird. Tawus. And we have Usfur. Usfur. Usfur can be translated into two ways. One as a general bird, just a bird. You can say Usfur for any bird. Okay, but Usfur specifically it refers to sparrow. The sparrow bird, small sparrow bird. Okay, so what is the word for common birds? Like you want to talk about any birds, which is toyrun. Toyrun. Toyrun means a bird. Okay, toyrun is, and looks like the plural of toy is right here. Tuyur is birds. Okay, so you can see there's many different kinds of birds, so you just call all of them tuyur. Okay, جيد. And we have ghurab. Ghurab is what? Crow. And deekun is what? Rooster. I think they're same thing, I think. And we have qafas. Qafasun is cage. Qafasun is cage. And this fella here is haris. Haris is a guard. Someone who guards anything. It doesn't have to be a cage. It can be somebody who is guarding a doorman. You can use the same word, haris. Zailun is the tail. Okay, zailun is a tail. And rish is feather. Rish is feather. Okay. Yeah, so looks like these are all the words we have. So again, we have at-tadribat, at-tadrib al-awwal. The first exercise, as always, is what? Your vocabulary. So make sure you go through them. And even though you might feel like there are a lot of random animal words, why should you memorize them? Believe it or not, a lot of these words it's already in the Quran. I mentioned few of them. There's a lot more. Okay, and then if you don't find them in Quran, guess what? You'll find them in the Hadith. Okay, and you have to know, right? So try to memorize all of them, inshallah. Okay, so now We're starting with at-tadribat, which is exercises. So at-tadrib al-awwal, as always, right? This book always gives you the first exercise as your vocabularies, the new words that we learn in this lesson, and then it just simply lists them, and inshallah you should know all of these words. We just went through them. Okay, I can quickly go through them again. So asad is lion. Okay, namir is what, a tiger. Feel, elephant. Qidr is monkey. Ghazal is gazelle, right? Zarafa is giraffe. Jamal is camel. Hisan is horse. Himar, hold on a second. Himar is donkey. Okay, then usfur, we said that usfur has two meanings, the bird or the sparrow. Okay, thu'ban is what is thu'ban? Is snake. Na'ama is your ostrich, right? Tawus is peacock, and then khirtid is rhino. Dik is rooster. Qafas is cage, and haris is what, is guard. Dub is bear. Dhi'ib is wolf. Tha'lab is fox. Shibl is baby lion or the lion cub. Okay, Zail is tail. Timsah is crocodile. Ghurab is crow. Baqara is cow. Rish, feather. Tuyur is birds. Remember, we have singular is tayrun. Okay, one bird. Dhil is shadow. Hayawanat is animals, or hayawan is one animal. And fa'ar, here they have correct spelling. Fa'ar is mouse or rat. Kalb is dog. Qittun is cat, right? Okay, great. So next tadrib, we have a tadrib thani, which is again, you match them. So you match with that. Hisan, what is Hisan? Hisan is a horse. So you match with the correct picture. Okay, so you can do the rest. Then we have التدريب الثالث. التدريب الثالث, the third exercise, it's the same thing. You look for this word, حيوانات. What is حيوانات? Is animals. Make sure you know this word before you look for here and connect it. Okay? If you don't know, go back to the word list and memorize. عصفور is a bird. Okay? So you find عصفور and you connect. Okay? جيد؟ نعم. التدريب الرابع, the fourth exercise, it says الأسد في القفص. الأسد, what is الأسد? Asad means lion. Okay? Asad is lion. So al-Asad is the lion. Fi, what is fi? We had this word before. Fi is in. Al-Qafas. Al-Qafas is the cage. Okay, and we have a kasra because of fi. So we can translate this one as the lion is, okay, is in the cage. Okay, simple nominative sentence. Now you can find the same sentence here, al-Asad fil qafas, and you connect. At this point, I really think you should be able to translate this simple sentence. If you learn the word nam already, which is a tiger, ya'kulu, we had this word before. This is a verb. Remember? It's a present tense. What kind of verb? A present tense verb, and starts with ya, so that means it's talking about masculine object. And why is it masculine? Because namir is what? Is masculine. Okay, so it's eating what? Al-luhum. Al-luhum, we had this word also before, which is meat, and we have a fatha because this is an object. Okay, so at this point you should be very comfortable with translating. You don't have to be able to do super fast. You can go word for word. Al-usfur, you translate the al-usfur, which is the bird. Fawqa, we've seen this word many times, is over, above, on, depends on the context. Al-fil, again, this is one of the preposition, and then you have kasra after the next word. Okay, so fil is what? Elephant. Now you translate word for word, the bird or the sparrow, on or over or above, what? The fil, which is the elephant. Okay, so inshallah, I think you should be able to do these translations. And the next tadrib, tadrib al-khamis. Tadrib al-khamis is what? Is the fifth exercise, and it's showing you a letter law in the beginning of a word and in the middle of the word. So all of these words you should know. Okay, zil we just learned, which is shadow. Zahar is back. Zuf is your nails. Midallah, which we learned in the last chapter, which is what? An umbrella. Okay. Then we have a tadrib al-sadis, sixth exercise. Again, we have this sound. See if you need help with this, something that you should be trying to do yourself. Okay, durus, and you have durus. So they're showing a difference between the sound of ta and sound of da. Okay, so rata'a is rada'a, hatta and hadda. So you can go through them, inshallah. Then we have at-tadrib al-sabi', seventh exercise. These are the writing. Again, if you need help, please don't ignore them. Okay. And at-tadrib al-thamin, the eighth exercise, we have some sentence. Let's see what these are saying. Harisun fi qafas. Harisun fi qafas. Okay. Um, okay. So it says a guard uh in a what? What is a qafas? Qafas is a cage. Now, the reason why I'm kind of hesitant and I'm just wondering is because it sounds like it's a sentence. So you can translate as a guard is in a what? A cage. The only issue I have with this sentence is that it's starting with indefinite noun. It's starting what? It's starting with indefinite noun, which is not possible in Arabic language. Okay, it's in the standard way. You cannot start a sentence with just pure, simple, indefinite noun, just like the haris. This is not a good way of making a sentence. It's not correct to say a guard, like indefinite. This is not al harisu. A guard is in the cage. Rather, maybe it could be Haris, his name, but here we know that they're talking about the guard, but we can also translate as Haris is the name. Haris, he is amama, is front of the cage. Again, we need a kasra, all of this, because of these are all preposition. And then we can say Harisun. Again, this is another mistake. It's amama. I don't know. They're making a lot of typo here. So amama. What's going on? All of these are wrong. So it should be amama namir, which is front of a tiger. Okay, just keep this thing in mind. I mean, you can translate as a guard. In English, we don't have a problem. We can say a guard is in a cage. But in Arabic language, we'll learn it soon, inshallah, that you cannot start a sentence with indefinite noun. Okay. There's some exception, but we have to learn the basic rule that you have to have a definite noun. So here, if we had said al harisu, then no problem. Then we're fine. Then we can say the guard. Now I don't have any problem. Al harisu fi qafas. Sorry, by the way, all of them should be tanween here. Fi qafasin. Okay. Harisun amama qafasin. Okay, because these are indefinite noun. You understand? Inshallah, don't worry. We'll be talking a lot about sentence, about the subject and predicates and the rules later, more in details. But here I am. I just want you to keep this thing in mind. Okay, it should be that we understand that in Arabic language we cannot start a sentence with indefinite noun. We need something definite. So we need either alif lam here, al harisu, or we can consider Haris is the person's name. Okay, just something to keep in mind. But if it's something like, for example, this is not a sentence, we're not translating them as a sentence, these are just a phrase, then, well, then it's fine. Jamalun wa filun. Okay, a camel and uh, an an elephant. Okay, hisanun wa jamal, a horse and a camel. Jamalun wa himar, uh, a camel and a donkey. Okay. Then we have التدريب التاسع. The ninth exercise we have المدرس أمام السبورة. Okay, the old rule. After preposition we have a kasra. So here we don't have any problem because why? Because it's starting with definite. المدرس. We cannot say مدرس أمام السبورة. We cannot start with indefinite. This is one of the basic rules you have to understand. Okay. So this is fine because it is definite noun. Al-mudarrisu amama sabura. So how do we translate? The teacher is in the front, subhanallah, of the board. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm translating it wrong. It looks like a lot of does going on. But yes, sometimes in Arabic language it could be very concise. And translation usually takes a lot more words. So that's basically what it's saying. The teacher is front of the board. Al-mudarrisu, next one is al-mudarrisu wara'a. Wara'a is the opposite of amama, which is what? Behind. Wara'a is behind. So here it's saying teacher is behind what? Al-kharita. Kharita is what? Map. So you can say you understand. So the teacher is behind. I'll just write this word here, behind. We studied this word before. Behind what? Al-kharita. Kharita is map. Okay, we had this one before. And al-kharita is the map. And again, we have a kasra here because the word wara'a is preposition, behind. Al-kitabu, the book, tahta. Tahta is what? Under. Tahta is under. So they're showing you a lot of preposition. In English, we call them preposition. In Arabic, we have a different name. Zarf, zarful makan. These are all you can say an adverb of the place. Okay. So we have تحت المكتب. Maktab is what? Desk. And we have kasra because of this preposition. Al-midallatu. Midalla is what? Umbrella. And the umbrella fawqa is over, okay, or on. Al-kursi. Okay, al-kursi, which is the chair. The chair. Okay, so it would translate as the umbrella is over or on. You can over or you can say on the chair. Again, I really think you should be able to translate these things by yourself at this point, because what's going to happen from the next unit, we're in the unit 2 right now. Inshallah, we have one more muraja. The next lesson we're going to be doing the muraja. That's the last lesson of the unit 2. Okay, so what's going to happen from unit 3, we will be getting sentence all the time. Okay, so there will be a lot of sentence. We will get very little vocabularies just one after another. Okay, so inshallah, so we have to be a little bit comfortable translating these things. Even though I'm giving a translation, you should try these things by yourself and see if you can translate them by yourself. Okay, so with that, inshallah, we're done with this lesson. Inshallah, I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.